All right, good mornings. We're gonna start with the SSB application. Tend to prefer this. Not necessarily better or worse, but I do like an SSB over a barbell. We'll cover both, all right? Here's the deal. Varying stances, all right, but generally speaking, you're kind of run-of-the-mill baseline. Good morning. We're gonna have feet just inside shoulder width. Toes can be out a tiny bit, and we're looking to have soft knees, but they're gonna be locked in this unlocked position. This is a hinge. Hips back. That's it. I'm gonna hold these handles here, have a good rib position, neutral pelvis, and then I'm gonna breathe in, and I'm gonna send the hips back. I'm gonna go back until I can feel my hamstrings lock up. Now I can't go any further even if I wanted to. If I did go further, I'd either have to bend the knees or roll the back. So you should be able to hit a very definitive end range relative to the hamstrings for this, okay? Again, I'm gonna breathe in. The reason why my knees are soft rather than locked, if my knees are locked, I'm not gonna be able to access as much range, and I'm also gonna feel the stretch behind the knee, which is fine, but I'd rather feel it in the tissue, particularly right here, right beneath the glute at the ischial tuberosity where the hamstring originates from. That's what we're after. Softening the knees is gonna help me access that area of tissue, all right? So I'm gonna breathe into the stomach. I'm gonna send the hips back, press hard into those hams, and I'm gonna think hips forward. I'm not thinking stand up as much as I'm thinking hips forward. It's kind of a way to like trick the neurological system to leverage the hamstrings rather than the low back, all right? How you perceive the movement internally is gonna help control which muscles are contributing, all right? So again, breathe in, hinge back, hips forward, okay? Barbell, very, very similar. You see a lot of guys put the bar way fucking low so you can put a few more biscuits on. I mean, that's cute and all, but why don't we do this effectively, okay? Doesn't have to be high bar, but you know, something like this is fine. Soften the knees a little bit, same context. Hips back, hips forward, all right? Check out my knees, all right? Whatever position they're in, whatever angle they're in, they're fixed in that position, in that angle. It's very, very important, okay? That while I'm flexing about the hip, the degree of flexion at the knee is maintained. Why that's so important? The hamstring is what's known as a biarticular muscle. It means it crosses two joints, all right? So it crosses both the hip and the knee. So in order to effectively target the hamstring, one of the two sides has to be immobile, okay? Think about a hamstring curl, okay? The hip is fixed and immobile while the knee joint flexes and extends, all right? The other side, for a good morning or RDL, the knee joint is gonna be fixed and stable while we flex and extend about the hip, okay? One side of this biarticular muscle needs to be locked and maintained at a fixed angle in order to effectively lengthen and shorten it. Okay, again, locked hip for a hamstring curl, locked or fixed knees for a good morning or RDL. All right, guys, progress this slowly. Make sure that it stays in the target muscle. You will feel some low back, but it's very important to feel low back second to the contribution of the hamstring. Enjoy.